Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is noun phrase 354. The noun phrase today is Captain Obvious. Okay, somebody wants a screenshot. Do it right now. Let's get right to it. The term is often used in a humorous, sarcastic way when someone gave a very obvious statement. It is often preceded by thank you. So very often we'll say, well, thank you, Captain Obvious. That's the way somebody might respond with it. Although it does have a little bit of a derogatory feeling to it. So you may want to be careful who you use it with. Okay, so, it's like you're putting the person down. So you don't want to use this like, with a teacher, with a policeman, with a judge, with somebody official like that, where it's a very official situation. You're not joking around. I wouldn't use it with your parents. It would be probably disrespectful. Be careful with boyfriend, girlfriend. Maybe you could get away with a little bit with it if you're teasing each other. Now, you can use it with friends teaching, if you're just joking with each other or teasing each other. And, online or something like that with somebody that can kind of take a joke. You can use it in that sort of situation. All right, let's continue. All right, so it is basically telling the person that the statement one just made was so obvious to everyone, it was not needed to be spoken. Okay, let's continue. Nowadays, it is often used as an internet meme, so you hear it a lot on the internet. You may also hear the phrases. Now, this one is no, and of course it has the word that means the same as poo-poo, begins with S and ends with T. So no, and then that word, and then Sherlock and Master of Obvious is used in the same way. So you could use it the same way as you use Mr. Obvious. And Sherlock, of course, refers to like Sherlock Holmes, like you were a detective. So again, it's being very sarcastic, like you stated something that's really obvious, like, oh yeah, what are you, Sherlock Holmes? You stated something that everybody knows. So it's kind of also used as a joke. It's supposed to be used in a humorous way. All right, let's continue. The term seems to have appeared around the late 1980s or 1990s. Well, this is the Captain Obvious one. Here are some notable uses. A website called TV Troops created a humorous superhero-like character called Captain Obvious as a joke. So he looked a little bit more like Superman, but they called him Captain Obvious, flying around with a cape, and he would say very obvious things as kind of a joke. And remember, we often use Captain with a lot of other sort of superheroes like Captain America, Captain Marvel, and so on. So that's where they kind of use the captain from. All right, let's continue. It may have even been more popularized by another character called Captain Obvious, used as a mascot in ads for a website called Hotels.com, in which they helped users to find hotels. Now, this wasn't an animated one. They actually had a guy with a captain's hat on, and I guess he also made some very obvious statements, and they also, again, used it as a joke. All right, let's continue. And we got 5 examples of just the way you may hear it used. Here's the first one. Now, this is an actual quote that's written in a book. A quote from J.E. Blair's Drummer Girl. So this is Girl Talk Series Volume 12. That's where it comes from. Here's the quote. "But you're a girl," the guy said in surprise. This guy was getting on my nerves, and she responded, in a very sharp, sarcastic way. "You are Captain Obvious," I shot back. I'm assuming maybe she was a drummer, and he didn't expect her to be a drummer. Like, you're a girl. Girls aren't supposed to be drummers. And then she was kind of annoyed by that, and she was saying, you're Captain Obvious. So, obviously she looks like a girl, so she didn't really like that. But that's the way it might be used. All right, let's read the second one here. The animated cartoon South Park, so it's an animated cartoon, comes on at night, I think on, the cable stations in the U.S. It's meant a little bit more for adults. Also created a Captain Obvious as a joke. They created a character also who did the same thing, who said things in a very obvious way, for people to laugh at. All right, the third one, the line, "Thank you, Captain Obvious," was also used in the movie Dude, Where's My Car in the year 2000. So these are ones where you actually, see it used in books and movies and things like that. All right, number 4. Now this is where you might hear it in everyday speech. Did you know when you go traveling, there are different time zones? Like if somebody said this, maybe they never really traveled much before, and maybe they just realized this. And somebody might say, "Thank you, Captain Obvious, for your insightful information." Like, you didn't know that? Everybody knows that. Well, you're not telling us something new. So that's the way it is used. All right, number 5. A says, "You lost the game because you dropped the ball." And B, who's kind of annoyed, says, "Thank you, Captain Obvious. It's not like I don't know that." This is just the way it is used. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it was clear. I hope it was very informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.